Namaste. Welcome to my channel. I am Elle. This is Sacred Union Tarot. Thank you for being here. I'm going to do a reading. I just did the August 19th Spiritual Sapience reading. You may want to check it out. That may be connected to this reading. It may not. But in summary, it was about making choices out of a balanced place of perspective, a higher perspective than in the dismal despair that many people are feeling at this point in time in what's going on in this ascension of humanity. So just wanted to highlight that in case that it connects with this reading. If not, just give it a quick watch. I try to keep them about 15 minutes for those spiritual sapients, and it's just basically guidance. It can be for the twin flame journey. It could also be just for your own spiritual well-being and ascension. So I'm going to get started this week. I am using these decks. The energy is nice and complementary. So we're going to use the Soul's Journey, the Power of Love. The Tarot will be the Shadowscape's Companion. Remember, no reversals. And then the Herbiary. So this is a botanical card. And of course, for my clarification deck, which I have not shuffled, so I'm going to shuffle real quick, is the Crystal Visions. This is the deck I use for clarification. It's the only, right now, it is the only time I use this deck, but it really gives some good clarity. So it's ready to go, and I'm going to do things a little differently. I'm going to pull one card from each of these decks, and then we'll see what this one brings. All right, so shuffle. Hope you are doing well. This is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave in peace for what is meant for someone else, please. Thank you for all of your really positive energy on my channel. If you need a private reading, please connect with me through the contact information in the description box. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So guilt. We've seen that card come out before, just recently, in a reading. So we'll pull some cards. Actually, we'll pull some cards on that now. What about guilt? What is going on that someone would feel that they need to release some guilt? Something is inhibiting some low vibration energy or experience is inhibiting your ability to release it so that you can ascend and raise your vibration. So let's see what happened. So then you will know if this message is for you. Eight of Swords. Well, definitely guilt. You're trapped. You feel trapped in this experience that you can't forgive yourself. Guilt is about not being able to forgive yourself. And you are trapped in that energy, and it needs to be released. So let's find out why. I'll take 3 cards. There's one, the Star. Something needs healing. Somebody needs hope. They can't release this. They can't forgive themselves because they don't believe that they have any hope. Temperance. 2 major arcana cards here with this 8 of Swords energy. Temperance being about balance and strength. Three major arcanas. Okay. Whoever is trapped, you are doing this to yourself at this point. You can choose to release. You can choose to unveil your hope, and you're not. So why? Because here are the cards that you are equipped with. You are equipped with hope and healing, temperance, balance, and patience, and strength to overcome, strength to release, to forgive yourself. It takes strength to forgive yourself. So why aren't you? Why are you trapped in this layer of guilt? Why are you unable to forgive yourself? Let's find out. You have everything you need to forgive yourself. I'm hearing victim mentality. Justice. Yeah. Whatever happened, you feel as though it was unjust. Another major arcana. There's a lot of powerful energy behind this. 5 of Swords. This is self-sabotage. I kind of expected that card to come out. You're self-sabotaging because you can't see the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you've taken a long time to wallow in this energy. And you are reluctant to move from it. Why? 8 of Wands. Ten of Cups. 7 of Cups. And Death. Because you didn't speak your truth. Because you didn't follow your heart. You made choices. And it ended something. In a very painful way. And because of that, you're living in this remorse, this guilt, this really low vibration, self-sabotaging energy. Give yourself permission to release that. You have everything. Everything is aligned for you just to let it go. Allow yourself to release it so that you can transform. Nobody's perfect. You're human. Just because you're a divine, feminine, or masculine doesn't mean you're not human. You are going to make mistakes. That's part of the journey here. Let's find out what the Herbiery says. If you were giving yourself advice from an objective perspective, you would probably say, you know what, let that shit go. You're okay. It happened. I don't see a tower here. You're making more of a big deal out of it than it actually was. You're self-flagellating your whole experience. You're reliving it, and you're just trapped in that cycle of thought, and you can't rise above it and say, look, I'm going to make mistakes, and this is one that I just need to forgive myself and move on. Perseverance. How perfect. And look at that sun. It's almost like the sun card. And that would be confirming what I was saying. Let's see what this has to say. And then we'll pull some more cards. Dandelion. This is bold, bright, and sunny. She pushes through cracks in cement and worms her way into the mortar of stone. Cheerfully. Dandelion's medicine is perseverance. Not the perseverance of the martyr. That's it. You are in the energy of being a martyr. Instead, Dandelion is the eternal optimist. Like the fool in the tarot deck, she is always happy to set off on a new adventure of hope, of learning and more and digging deeper. She is not an airy optimist, though, with no grounding in reality. Her roots are strong. She is the shaman and the Buddha, and her message is this: happiness is an inner landscape that has little to do with where you're planted. When you're ready to make your own joy, whatever life throws at you, call on Dandelion. Is that not perfect? Does that not describe this exactly? You are in this martyr energy. Enough. Let it go. Sorry, a little tough love for you there. But look at how happy. This is like the sun card. Confirmation. So let's find out what you can do to move on. To move out of this energy. Or what's the next step for you? Besides releasing and forgiving yourself. What else? Knight of Wands. Take some bold action. You know what? Shake it up a little bit. Do something you're inspired to do. Do something you're passionate about. And go after it with gusto. You know, find what you can fixate on that makes you happy. Bringing in your own joy. Bringing in your own passions and inspirations. Let your spirit soar. You have been trapped too long. It's almost become a way of thinking for you. And look at almost how he's looking over this with the lion, with this strength here. You have the strength card where, sorry, look at how she's clinging to this lion. He's not. He's on top of the damn thing. He's riding the lion. She's coddling this lion. Nothing wrong with coddling a lion. However, when you really want to do something, you got to climb on the beast and take charge. Pick up your wand and do something. King of Swords. Yeah. The King of Swords came out in the Spiritual Sapiens reading for today. All about getting clarity. By taking action and rising out of this martyr energy, you are going to get some clarity. But take some time to think about it and plan and decide clearly what to do. Don't get stuck. Master your thoughts. Don't allow your thoughts to control you. The King of Swords is not controlled by this Eight of Swords being trapped in his own thinking. He is in charge of what he thinks about. Although this is my pouty king. The Magician. And the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is like absolutely that. She is just that high vibrational loving person that is always so balanced within herself. She is so in tune with her emotions. She can be a little bit overgiving and can go into codependency, but not with this King of Swords here. He won't allow it. Here's the Magician. You are manifesting this truth, this experience of turning this into a lesson that you can learn from, that's going to help enhance your emotional connection to yourself, but also you're going to get some emotional stability. Knight of Pentacles. Talk about stability. Look, he's on top of his beast too. But he's moving forward now. This person's being defensive about the past. He's not letting the past come forward. This one's actually ready to move forward. We'll take some clarifiers. Bottom of the deck. Ten of Swords. Yep, there's the end of that cycle. How fortunate. Get out of that energy. You're not a martyr. You learned a lesson. It's okay. It's what you're here to do. But don't use that lesson to weaken yourself. All right, so let's find out what this side of the reading is about. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been holding on to this energy way too long. It's become almost toxic for you. It's time to let it go and use the experience to transform you. Ace of Swords. There's the truth right there. What I was saying is truth. When the Ace of Swords came out when I talk, it is a confirmation that what I was saying is true. Use this energy, this lesson, as a transformational stepping stone. Anything else? This King of Swords is now coming on to this clarity. This Ace of Swords. I need to take this card, sorry. The High Priestess. Yeah. You know. This cycle is over. There is a new beginning here. You've learned a lesson. You carry it with you. You intuitively now know that this is no longer the energy that you need to stay in. It was a lesson that you needed. You needed to learn on your soul's journey. You've persevered. Queen of Swords over here. Yeah, time to cut that shit out. Sorry. See how that just landed? She's got the sword in her hand. King's Swords is sitting here. This Queen of Swords has decided it is time to cut out this negative energy out of my life. Here she is with the Justice, the Sword of Truth, the King of Swords. You're cutting out of this martyr, guilt, remorse, Eight of Swords crap. Page of Wands. There's a possible message coming in, possible new inspiration and idea that comes forward to help you with this this Knight of Wands up here. Maybe you'll get this little inspiring thought that's going to give you a clearer perspective on this, and then it's going to raise you into this Knight of Wands and say, no more. No more. I'm not going to act with that mentality anymore. Awesome. All right, now we need to take the Power of Love card. I'm going to move this over here. Let's see what guidance from the universe or spirit, the divine, or your higher self, whichever one applies. Compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. In this energy, you are unable to live in the energy of love. Self-love being first, because you won't have compassion for yourself, and therefore you can't have compassion for others because you're in this martyr energy. Being compassionate toward yourself is releasing yourself from the guilt by forgiveness, self-forgiveness. And that is demonstrating compassion toward yourself. Because if you can't forgive yourself, you can't forgive others either. And that's not what unconditional love is. There it is. Friendliness. You are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Compassion, friendliness, living love out of this really low vibration energy is helping you redefine your circle. Patience. You're able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. But you have to be willing to make the first move and forgive yourself and release yourself from this lower vibrational place, this martyrdom. It doesn't become you. Check in with your own intuition and discernment to help lead you out of here. And get into this Queen of Cups energy. Just being in love with life. Just be in love with life. This cycle is over. Thank you for being here. Namaste.